Whoa! What's going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting. Now today we got something for you. The Christmas spirit is still alive in the shed because we got one more bag of Christmas Paydirt to go through before we bring in the new year. So, today what we got for you is a big one from Roaring Camp. We picked up some of their Christmas pay. They did some giveaways along with it. I actually did win one. I won a bucket seat and one of those little seat tops that you put so you can sit on your bucket when you're out of the river. I'm waiting for that to get here, but in the meantime, what I already got is a big bag of dirt. Now this is their high grade ore, their high grade pay dirt. Packaging out of the way. Comes to us in the old flat rate box as usual, and then a big bag of dirt, about 25 pounds. This is just like their Dirt of the Month Club. In fact, it says Dirt of the Month Club, but the difference is the Merry Christmas sticker. So this bag cost me about $100. It cost me $100 plus shipping. And there's supposed to be some high grade material in here. I'm hoping that means good gold all the way throughout. And we're going to find that out. But first, as you know with Roaring Camp's dirt, we got to clean it up. Because this stuff is going to be muddy. It's going to be silty. It's going to be nasty. And as much as I like getting nasty, I don't want to muck up my water. Just changed it recently, and I don't want to redo it again. So, we're going to spend a little time. We're going to clean this dirt up, and then we're going to go run it down the sluice and see what we can find. So, stick around. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to head outside with all my classifiers and buckets. We're going to clean up some dirt, and we'll be right back. We got it all broken down. Just the good stuff right here. Still a little bit dusty, but way better than it was before. We'll do a little bit of mixing just to mix up the material a little bit. Paydirt. Alright, prospectors, we are back. We got this dirt all cleaned up. Got a lot of that nasty mud out of there. And so now, we just got a bunch of Paydirt. So, the sluice is already rolling, warming up that water. We're going to move over to there. I'm not going to classify because, I already classified out the dust. But I'm just going to leave it all together. And we're going to run it down the sluice and grab our gold. So, let's hop on over and get that shiny. Alright. Got the sluice all running up. We got our Roaring Camp Paydirt here, all cleaned up of its mud and the bigger over 1/4 inch stuff. The stuff that ain't gold, the heavy. And we're just left with this here, our semi-cons. And we're ready to run it down the sluice and see if we can find us some gold. Now this is their Christmas high grade bag. 20 pounds of dirt, just like their normal Dirt of the Month Club, but better. Now the Dirt of the Month Club usually got me, I'd say around 1 gram per bag, give or take. And so this bag was a little bit pricier at $100, plus shipping, of course. And so I'm hoping there's more gold than just 1 gram. Maybe 1.5 grams. I don't know exactly. They don't tell you exactly. So that's part of the hunt. And we're on it. So now, like I said, there's a lot of dirt here. And yeah, we're going to speed things up and crank some tunes. Let's go. Alright, turn this thing down. Let's take a little a peek at the tray. Well, alright, there's definitely some gold in there. I see a couple big chunky chunks and a lot of finer stuff. So hopefully a lot of that gold's hiding up underneath the black sands up there. But we'll see. Let's get to cleaning up. Got that pan down. And there's your gold, baby. A lot of bigger chunks, bigger, thicker flakes, and then there's a nice picker in there as well. Hopefully it weighs up. It's looking a little lean, but I'm going to sucker this up and then repan out the tailings back here to see if maybe some just slipped by. And then I'll repan the actual pay dirt. See if maybe I missed something. Oh, that's a big picker. Won't fit down the tube. Oh, there it goes. All right. Well, I'm going to get to it. We'll be right back with the weigh out. All right, we are back. Got this gold all dried up. Fire up the scale. Sure we're on good solid ground. Tear it out. Now again, this is Roaring Camp. Their Christmas special high grade bag of their monthly bag of the month, Paydirt. We'll see what that means. All right, let's check it out. Huh. 0.920 grams of gold. 0.920. Merry Christmas. All right. Well, we'll take a couple pictures of this gold, and then we'll be right back with my final words and ROI. All right, welcome back. Yeah, Roaring Camp. Their high-grade Christmas Dirt of the Month Club bag. Well, we'll start by talking about the dirt, then we'll move on to the gold. Dirt. The dirt was dirty as hell. Really, really, really dirty. This is some straight-up pay dirt off the rocks, and so you got to expect, especially where they're at, it's a lot of red clay-type material. Their dirt is very, very dirty. So you're always going to want to clean it out first, and then go back and then run your dirt. At least to get as much of that mud out of there as you can. Now, along with the mud, I tossed the bigger rocks, the stuff above 1/4 inch. There was no nuggets in there. And overall, there wound up being a fairly decent amount of pay dirt. I had that 1 gallon bucket, a fair way filled up. It provided for a good go through of panning. A lot of material for an okay amount of gold. But overall, like I said, the dirt's dirty as dirty as can be. So you're going to want to clean it up if you pick up a bag of their Dirt of the Month. And I recommend that. Check out their Dirt of the Month Club bags. They're great. They're usually get about this much gold in them. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to talking about the gold. The gold was nice, all pretty much the same size material pieces. There was a couple larger pieces in there, and then one definite picker, little nuggy nug. But overall, the amount of gold was a little bit less than I was expecting. Usually out of their Dirt of the Month Club bags, we get about 1 gram, give or take. And so this felt very much just like that normal experience. It was just $40 more. So, let me go ahead and put up the numbers so you can see the return before I give you my overall review here. I paid $100 for the bag. What we wound up finding was 0.920 grams of gold, just a little bit under that 1 gram mark. There was no guaranteed minimum on these bags, so I can't really complain there. I definitely found gold, and a fair amount of it. It's not a terrible amount sitting there on my tray. 0.920. Now that's going to have a today value of $61.02, which gives us an overall ROI of about 61%. A return of the pay, what we paid for the bag, about 61%. Which isn't terrible. I've definitely gotten worse. I was just hoping for a little bit more out of this. Maybe I've just gotten too used to a lot of the sellers selling, really high grade material that gets you up a little bit higher. But just comparing this to the normal Dirt of the Month bag, I was just expecting a little bit more because, like I say, this is usually what I tend to get out of those. So it was cool. I got entered into a contest. There was a giveaway that went along with all the purchases of these bags, and I actually wound up winning something as well. So I guess if you factor that in, maybe it sweetens the ROI up a little bit. But overall, 61% isn't terrible. But it doesn't knock it out of the park either. And I think I might just be kind of down because I was expecting more. But again, there's no minimum guarantees here. And 61%, if I had not known anything about this dirt to begin with, wouldn't be too bad. The only downside really is having to clean up the material before running it. You definitely don't want to run this raw down your recirculating sluice. You're going to tear your motor up. It's going to be a mess. You're going to have milkshake. Even after cleaning it, my water is still pretty dirty. So I'm going to have to change that out. So just something to keep in mind about this dirt is that it is really, really dirty. So if you don't want to deal with that, this might not be the right bag for you. But if you're okay with that, you got a hose out back. You can run around and spray it down. Put it through some classifiers, clean it up. It's some pretty nice dirt. Would I recommend going and getting the holiday bag? Probably not now since the giveaways are all over. There was some nice stuff they were giving away. If you won, even sweeter. But since that's over, I think they're all out of the bags anyway, so I don't think even that matters. This review is just, an experience review. But I do recommend checking them out for their normal Dirt of the Month bags. Because this is about what I usually wind up getting out of those. Good dirt, makes you chase it. If you're sitting there during the winter here and it's too cold to go out, maybe you're getting a lot of snow and you're stuck at home, and you just want something to go through that you're going to find gold throughout it, hey, this is not a bad deal. So check it out. Check out the Dirt of the Month Club bags. Check out the smaller sampler bags. Those are pretty sweet as well. I'll leave a link down below to their online store, and so you can check that out. If you're in their area, they also have a camp that you can stay at and actually go on the hunt for gold while you're there. So that might be something you'd be interested in checking out as well. Check them out, Roaring Camp. Again, link down below. Click that and head on out and check it out. Otherwise, I'm going to head out of here. And if you haven't already done so, make sure to hit like. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe as well so you don't miss out on any of these future videos. And otherwise, that's all I got for you this week. This is Dig Daddy, signing out for 2023. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace!